Hello, friends. This is another episode of the program Empire of Lies, in which we talk about manipulation and disinformation of the Russian media. Parade as a method. Russian TV has once again rolled out new geopolitics to the fanfare of a Chinese parade. In Evening with Solovyov, Beijing is the stage where Putin and Kim march next to Xi, and Europe, according to the authors, should get nervous. Heartland will sweep away NATO. North Korea's arsenals are inexhaustible. The West is always lying. Official in its rhetoric, the program aims far beyond the Russian screen. It persistently rebuilds the contours of reality, in which Europe is relegated to the role of a tired extra. Bait shots, the grandeur of the square and NATO's empty warehouses. Soloviev begins with visual hyperbole, the gigantic Tiananmen Square, the wide boxes on the march, a technological spectacle as an argument of force. Then comes the usual bridge to the war in Ukraine. NATO does not have the necessary volume of weapons, while nearby are the unopened arsenals of North Korea, many years of production, factories buried underground. At the emotional level, two hooks work here: a sense of inevitable power, mass, discipline, drum, and the promise of a cheap victory. We have it, they don't. The program needs a picture of no alternative. The West is exhausted. The Moscow-Beijing-Pyongyang axis is ready. I watched the parade early in the morning. It was beautiful. Tiananmen Square, I've been there, it's gigantic. It's just a gigantic square. And that's why, of course, the formation of the boxes there is different from what we usually have. It's just that the size of the red square doesn't allow for such a wide range of things. It's a purely technical detail. I watched and thought, Zelensky is now begging for NATO to supply a wide variety of weapons. NATO would be happy to supply them, but no, in the volume, in the quantity requested. But there are arsenals nearby that haven't even been unsealed. And real production is set up in a very serious way. If one Korean People's Democratic Republic produces so much that all European factories can't keep up, and it has been producing for many years, and they didn't have defense ministers who would set the task of destroying stockpiles in warehouses and reducing the army.